and welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam. We had done some programs with General Andrea Tullos, and we wanted to add some things and really talk to you, talk about how we can become a part of making a difference for the military. The military, they make the difference for us. They provide the freedom for us. And we are so thrilled. General Tollus, you are the commander and president of Air University, Maxwell Air Force Base, Gunner Air Force Base. All of this is the intellectual and leadership center of the Air Force, along with other areas. So we are so happy to have you. And there were a couple of schools that I think you wanted to mention.
Yeah, there were a couple. So I really want to mention our Lamay Center. General Curtis Lamay has a long history of being connected with air power thinking and studies. And so the Lamay Center, I like to call it, they are our Air Force leadership's think tank. So they do wargaming and experimentation. They publish all of our doctrine, and they adjudicate our lessons learned, which is, you hear us talking about we don't want to repeat the mistakes of history, and we want to be inquisitive learners who are lifelong learners. And so it is really an energetic center. And they're on the cutting edge right now of helping us understand the power of artificial intelligence, how it can be helpful, how it can make our lives easier, and really to understand, put some guardrails on it so that we are not ever going to be in a situation in our Air Force where the machines are making the decisions. So, but we're going through some really fascinating studies in isolation to see how artificial intelligence can help us learn. And so loading all of our doctrine and our instructions and our history, and we're going to have students in the classroom next year at War College and Air Command and Staff College who are artificial intelligence. So we are going to have Hap after Hap Arnold, in the War College, and we're going to have Billy Mitchell, a little bit more controversial, in asking those tough questions in ACSC, and we're going to see if the machines can learn if they make less mistakes or more mistakes. At the same time next to a student and compare and help the faculty understand how do we use those tools to help us build lesson plans and grade homework assignments, and we'll see how it goes. And so it's really exciting to me because what I'd love to do is to have our instructors and our cadre spending less time grading homework and building, doing administrative work, loading grades and building spreadsheets, and more contact time with our students and really facilitating the learning in the room and giving the students time to work with each other. So I have no problem with artificial intelligence helping the students learn, as long as at the end of that effort, their work is their own. That they're the ones essential. Who are synergy, because they're very unlikely to have the full power of artificial intelligence in the field, in a situation where communications could be degraded or their access to the systems they're used to. I mean, even driving your car down the street with the blue dot and looking at the screen, if we don't have that, they need to be able to continue to do their missions. And so it's helping them learn how to think and to get comfortable with the fact that they might not have all the tools they need or the information they need, and they still need to do their jobs when our nation needs them to do it. So it's a fascinating time to be assigned to the Lamay Center. In our Eaker Center, I like to call them our Carnival Cruise Line, because they literally, you go down there and there is something different going on every day. It's where our civilian professional development school is. It's where we do all of our leadership development and really try and get after emotional intelligence. We have courses that are designed to help our leaders understand themselves, a lot of cognitive understanding. How do I better relate to people? How do I communicate effectively with my subordinates? And then we have some practitioner schools down there. So our chaplain school is down there. All the chaplains in the Air Force come through there. Our force support personnel and our financial specialists. And so I love it because it's also a really happy place. Unlike I will tell you, the 10-month schools are really hard. And so this time of year, people are stressed out. They're getting ready to take exams. And the Eaker Center, they have 2- and 3-week courses. And and you meet a whole nother cross section of people that you haven't known before, and it's just a festive atmosphere, and so I love going down there.
I just love the whole premise, because intellect without the leadership, they need each other.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing to watch. And we are, in Montgomery, we are so blessed to have Maxwell and Gunner, because I know that I would like for everybody who comes through here to just retire here and raise all boats. And we sometimes forget how Maxwell Gunner impact our region. And General Tullos, it's beyond the economic impact. People don't stop and think about that. We just see folks in uniform. But the economic impact to our river region is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's true. So I want to go back, though, to you mentioned leadership. So that's our mantra. We have to get that right. If we get everything else wrong, we have to get the leadership part of what we are training and educating right.
And thank you, General Tullos, for being with us, and we'll be right back.